Today, we're finally doing it. Easy Airbrush Hacks Volume 2, starting off 2017. Yo dog, Katie Bichet here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up on the literal best of all days. On this glorious Friday morning in the Beats Lab in Hollywood, California. It's 2017. This is the first studio tutorial of the year. I want to thank you guys for making this possible. Had a great 3 weeks off. Now I'm back. It's time to do it. And I want to thank you guys for making this possible. We had an amazing 2016 and it's going to be even better in 2017 because today we're finally doing it. The ancient Chinese techniques of next level painting. We're going to run down all the colors of my process. I've been asked many times to do this. Like, hey, can you just put out a list of all the colors you like to use and make it a lot easier? Because you talk about all these different companies, but I don't know which paints to use. That's a very good statement and question because I don't use every paint from every company. I use a select few paints from a lot of companies. And that's how you notice that my style is iconic in its own vacuum. You can see my work floating around out there and you know it's mine because I use the same type of colors across all my models. Over the last 6-7 years of doing this full time, I have definitely developed a love for a certain type of color. Not just hue, but also consistency. Both matter. I am very color driven as an artist, so the color is going to be a little bit more in the foreground, and I usually will do whatever it takes to make that paint work in the airbrush. So definitely check out Easy Airbrush Hacks, now Volume 1. And that shows you how I like to take paints and run them through the airbrush. Today, I'm going to cover all the different companies and colors I like to use. And let's start off 2017 right. I got to do a quick roll call and shout out some of my most recent patrons. Charmy, Chris, Travernus, Nikolai, Anthony, Utashala, Arthur, Matt, Granitz, Frankie, Eric, Adrian, Yurmal, Alexander, and Chris. You guys came in clutch. I know it's been 3 weeks, but I still can't do it without you. You guys have helped me keep the lights on. Thank you. And of course, Twitch. That's the new heat. Live tutorials. You don't want to miss it. I literally can't stress this enough. You're fucking up if you think this, what we're doing here, is enough. Twitch, the live community, answering questions as they're happening, showing you the process with no movie magic. You do not want to miss that on Tuesdays and Fridays. And now we're a network. Now we have Spiky Bits TV, Slow Fuse Gaming, and soon we got Rogue 428, my man Mike Haspel. Anyway, guys, let's do it. All right, let's jump right into it, guys. New kids on the block, Secret Weapon Miniatures. They obviously are not the new kids on the block in the world of game aids, but they are new to the acrylic paint game. They just launched their line, Secret Weapon Acrylics. It is a weathering line. It's fucking amazing. Pretty much every color in this line, it's only 15 paints at this moment, is good. Let me list off a few of my go-tos. Can't leave home without American Express cards. First one up, Tire Black. This black is amazing. It's not a straight up black, it's definitely a tire black. It's got like yellowy green in it, maybe a little bit of blue. It is amazing. You can literally switch out like your black models with this. And with a little bit of wash technique, you've got an amazing, exciting looking black model. It's a great color. Can't say enough good things about it. I also like the rubber and the rubber highlight from the same series. They all will combo off the tire black to get amazing hose effects, you know, literally grayscales. It's just a very exciting color palette. All muted, but all amazing. I also like the orange rust and the yellow rust. These are both amazing colors. They're finding their way into every single one of my paint jobs miraculously. They're just great colors. You can do a lot of non-metallic gold effects with them or just raw dog them. Like, yo, this is just rust. But I'm finding all sorts of ways to use these weathering tones that aren't weathering, that are just straight up colors. One of my favorite colors in the line, Weathered Wood. I find an excuse to use it every chance I get. It is replace bones, off-white highlights. It is fabulous. Now, a lot of my new stuff you'll see has these new muted tones in it. It's all Secret Weapon Miniature Acrylics. All right, let's go back old school. Minitaire by Badger. Obviously, I've said a lot of things about these guys, but there is one color that I use all the time, and it is the Raven Black. It's one of the best airbrushable blacks I've ever used. Definitely check it out if you can still find it, because I don't think they're producing anymore, but that stuff is good. Keeping it old school, let's talk about my man Reaper. Reaper paints have been around a long time. They have a lot of amazing miniatures. The Master Series specifically has a few colors I need in my life. The two standouts are Harvest Brown and Orange Brown. These have been my go-to rust effects for years. They are on point. And when I was talking about Secret Miniatures, their orange brown that they have, their brown rust or orange rust, and their yellow are pretty close, but still I'd have to give it to Harvest Brown and Orange Brown combo is one of my favorites all time. Clutch. Also, Ancient Bronze and New Gold. These are both Master Series. Fucking amazing. The Ancient Bronze goes down like a foundation, old school GW foundation paint. And the New Gold is just one of the most yellow golds there is. Definitely check out Reaper. Let's switch gears and talk about GW. I'm obviously working towards something here, but GW, obviously I don't use a lot of their paints, but they make amazing products. Nonetheless, let's start off right out the gate. The new gloss washes, the Reichland Flesh Shade, the Argax Earth Shade, and the Nonoel. The gloss wash game has changed everything. I fucking love them. They flow into the cracks easier. The surface tension doesn't matter as much because there's a gloss medium in the wash. But if you combo the gloss wash off with a gloss varnish, it's like cheating. Straight up. And then you just have to hit it with a nice dull coat of your favorite varnish. Mine is Testers Lusterless from their Model Masters series. Flash Gits Yellow, one of the best yellows in the business. I've never used a yellow that's better. Still GW, doing good work there. And also Troll Slayer Orange. It's one of the brightest oranges in existence. Fucking fantastic. But GW for me is all about the technicals, the wash game. Typhus Corrosion is one of my go-tos. It's a textured, rusty pigment. It dries with the texture. You can dry brush rust effects over it. Fucking love it. Ryza Rust, or as I like to call it, Ryza Rust. One of my favorite technicals. I have many videos where I whip it up into a slurry and I kind of paint it into the cracks and then let it dry and layer it up and create incredibly realistic rust tones. Definitely GW brings that heat. And every one of their glazes and washes is better than most other gaming companies. Don't sleep on their glaze and the wash game at GW. Easy Airbrush Hacks Volume 1, we talked about P3 a lot. That's the Privateer Press, the P3 formula. Now these guys make some amazing paints. They have the right consistency of medium to pigment. They're fucking amazing. Like, they airbrush very well, they break down well, they hold their pigment well, and they're a good deal. They're big ass bottles, break down into a lot of airbrush work. Let me go through some of my favorite picks there. Molten Bronze is one of my favorite colors there. I love it. It's my always go-to for my gold base. Got a lot of people are like, yo, it's bronze, it's not gold. It's like, look, don't get it fucking twisted. Gold is yellow metal. That's it. I don't give a fuck if it's copper, bronze, whatever. It will look like how you want it to in the context of the model. Now, obviously, I'm known for the green game. Iosan Green and Necrotite Green are both P3 greens. They're fucking my favorite. They combo off of each other perfectly because P3 is known for their layer chains. They kind of one of the innovators of that technique. So definitely Iosan Green with Necrotite Green. And a previously on the GW list, Flash Gits Yellow. Those three colors are how I make my greens look the way they look. Also love Khador Red Base. It's one of the reddest reds there is, and it's got amazing coverage. If you're doing Blood Angels, Corn, anything, yo, it's hard to sleep on this color. Like, it'll just straight up, like, you can prime your models gray and then just airbrush them with this red. It looks amazing. You can obviously pre-shade, you can do all sorts of other things. Combos off well. Also, I love Khardic Flesh. It's an amazing flesh tone to sneak in there for a little bit of a darker shade to build up onto the brighter skin tones. Now, they also have two amazing blues. Great electric blues, Meredius Blue and Arcane Blue. They are the best OSL blues to make that object source light pop. They make eyes look good. They just are super on point, super clean blues. Literally, it's magic. Of course, they have a black and a white, like Thalmar Black and Marrow White. These are great, solid black and whites. You literally will be happy if you use them. Now let's talk about Vallejo. A lot of people were waiting for this because Vallejo is known for their airbrush colors. Vallejo Model Air. This is their original airbrush line. They have the Game Color line, the Game Air line, and they have the Model Air line. So we're talking about Vallejo Model Air, gunmetal, and black metal, and aluminum. Right out the gate. Those are the three best metallics in the business. And these are airbrush ready metallics. You can paintbrush them, you can airbrush them. They literally will replace all your silvers. They combo off each other amazing. They're bright, and there's a mid-tone there, and there's a super shadow with the black metal. Literally amazing. Burnt Umber. You've heard me talk about it before. It's one of the best colors in the business. Vallejo Model Air. Already ready to go, airbrush ready. Fucking amazing. It works well with reds. I use it as a shade to red. Poly combo off. You can come back in later with Burnt Umber and shade almost anything. Fucking fabulous. Also, solid blacks and whites in this line. And also, you can't forget that Vallejo is known for Flow Improver. That is the product that I use to get almost any paint ready for the airbrush instantaneously. Now let's talk about Vallejo Game Color. This is their OG paintbrush line. Scarlet Blood. It's one of the reddest reds there is. I love it. I use it for almost everything. Hot Orange. An amazing orange. Orange Fire. Now these three colors work together very well. These are not airbrush ready, so you're gonna have to use that Flow Improver and a little bit of water. Got a bunch of videos, as I said before. Refer back to Easy Airbrush Hacks, now Volume 1. Back in my archives, I'll show you how to use those combos. Dark Prussian Blue, an amazing blue. It is my starting place for so much blue. Blue Green, it's amazing. It's a little bit different than the Arcane Blue and the Meredius Blue that we talked about from P3. And it works really well with Dark Prussian Blue. Sunny Skin Tone. Combos super well with that Khardic Flesh from P3. It's a very bright color. Also mixes in well with the Scarlet Blood as a highlight. Heavy Sienna and Charred Brown are two good colors for those darker flesh tones. They combo off well, and you can even mix some of that Khardic Flesh in for more highlights that I talked about. It's a P3 color. Solid black and whites, of course, from the Game Color, but here's some of my go-tos, another set of colors I'm known for, my pinks and purples. Squid Pink and Royal Purple. These are two of my most iconic colors that I use in my lineup. I find a way to use them in almost anything. Definitely scroll down, guys, because I posted this entire list in the description box below. You're not going to want to miss that. Share it around the internet, post it on Facebook, whatever. Also, check out the links to our sponsors. We got lots of sponsors now, and check out my rewards page on Twitch. You can earn swag just for watching. Anyway, guys, play on, players. If you like these tutorials, check out Next Level Painting on Patreon. Become a patron of the arts today. We offer early and exclusive access to our videos and a rewards program for different pledge levels. Patreon is PayPal and credit card secure, so you don't have to worry about that. We use 100% of the money to improve our process.